Well, hello there. Am I coming through? I've been having mic issues. How is everyone in the chat today? Return of the Invisible Cup. Am I live? Am I broadcasting? Am I being heard right now? Hey everyone. Welcome to another edition of Another Eden Live. I am Scott, your community manager for Another Eden, the cat beyond time and space. And we are here for the 49th time. It's actually been, I think technically maybe one or two more than that. But as far as Another Eden Live episodes, mainline episodes are concerned, this is the 49th installment. Welcome everyone. It's good to see you here. Now, Will I marry Cyrus? I unfortunately, or fortunately for me, but unfortunately for shippers everywhere, I am taken. I am married myself, so I am unavailable. Welcome. I was as I was thinking about my message today. I actually, I was going over how welcome everyone, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, etc., those kinds of things. And I realized that a lot of streamers or, organizations, things like that, they have something that they call their fans, right? I realized that I think we could do with a, I don't want to go with labels. I'm not into labeling, if you know what I mean, but a nickname perhaps for the chat, something that we could call the chat. So I wanted to take the, but before we get into that, let me greet the people here. Forgive my rude manners here. Alex, Antler, Shanisto, hi, how are you doing? Tariq, Eric, it's good to see. Elk, Flame Master, bonjour. Bienvenue. Melody, welcome. Nick, Machu, it's losers. It's good to have you all here. Now, Alben. Now, yes, that here I want to hear yours. I'm also going to throw out a few of my own potential suggestions, and I kind of want to just gauge the temperature of the chat. So if it makes you feel something, if you like any of these suggestions, like put up a hand or say, "Ooh, I like that," or "Good one," or let me know what you think. Easiest, we'll start with the low-hanging fruit first. What do you think just about time travelers? And I can even demonstrate the uses of these nicknames. Welcome once again, time travelers. Hello, time travelers, and welcome to another edition of Another Eden Live. Time travelers, what do you think? I don't see a lot. I don't know if that's the delay. Some other people, some people. Hello, I like some people, Kwong. That's a good one. We have another, let me see. How about, this one doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but I kind of was thinking like cool cats, wandering cats, dimensional cats. Another cat. Cool cats. Cat friends, maybe? Cat wanderers. Hello, cat wanderers everywhere. Stray cats? What if I just called you strays? Welcome to the show, strays. Wandering meows, other Edens, cat lovers, Giraldi, that's a good one. Travel cats. Good morning, Merrick. Yeah, so just for anybody in the chat, while we are still coming up with a nickname for the chat, would appreciate no spoilers, please, for the duration of this live stream. Thank you very much. I think it's got to be, whatever it is, I think it's got to be like 2 syllables. Like 3 max. So I like interdimensional cats or something, for example, is not doesn't roll off the tongue super well. We'll give it some. Keep your suggestions going. We'll give it some more thought as we go throughout this live stream. Portal caps, Aldo Troop, Edeners, feline friends. Keep them coming. Space cats was another one that I had thought of, but it's not really a space game. Like I was just thinking 2 syllables and beyond, the cat beyond time and space. How do you like? I just like how space cats sound, but that I don't think that's appropriate here. The settlers. All right, we'll keep those coming in. Let's go ahead and get into the news. We have, as we have been saying for a little while now, during this live stream, we're going to let you know all the information you need to know about the new Ensemble. And we begin with a little preview. Please enjoy this trailer.
物事を適正に見ることを忘れないでと言ってるだけよ。
俺自身も何とかしたいと思っている。ここでは現実に人が生きているからな。
一つ聞いてもいいですか？正義って一体何なんですか？落葉のお方、輝きの守りたい。
Thoughts? New character, who dis? We will learn all about her shortly. But first, I want to hear what you think. We do have some new locations to go over, as you saw, a new character to go over. And then of this character right here. Is that this? Some people look like you're trying to figure out what the new location is. I'll get into that in just a moment. For now, let us preview the story. And I have to, as always, get into dramatic voice mode. Excuse me for one moment while I set the scene.
Elzian's Gamma District is in chaos after a sudden explosion. On the scene to offer aid, Renly sees a suspicious figure attempting to flee against the flow of the crowd. Meanwhile, Seti arrives in an unfamiliar district that has fallen to ruin. He begins investigating the area in search of a stolen weapon. Also, at the same time, newbie investigator Linaria is getting help from Aldo to make it to her training on time. Upon their arrival, however, they are met with an unexpected sight.
And scene? Whoa, I'm gonna need probably some honey tea after that reading. So as we hinted there, the new character is Linaria, a greenhorn investigator slipping through the cracks of justice, voiced by Margarita Valderrama. There's we got some of the illustrations that you'll see here, right over here. Let me move out of the way of those a little bit so you can get a good look at those. Linaria, chat, Linaria. Linaria is a newbie investigator working for the COA who marches to the beat of her own drum. She's followed by the stick-in-the-mud drone, Cosmos. An avid gamer, she's just like me, for real. Cosmos often scolds her for staying up late, playing. She's just like me, for real. Becoming an investigator wasn't her idea, but she was somehow registered as the investigative drone's owner. Eric, thank you for the tea recommendation. I think the team said, how can we make a character that will be even more relatable to our fans, and said, let's make her a gamer. And we all rejoiced. Well, it doesn't necessarily say she won. I don't know, Tariq, how excited she is about being an investigator yet. All we know is that it wasn't her idea. At least. Now, a couple of days ago on our X or Twitter feed, we posted a slide that had some blanks in it. Asked you to fill in the blanks to see if you could guess what the story or what the some of the information about Elzion and COA. We want to see. I want to see right now how many of you got the answers right. So, here is the correct answer for anybody who was curious, who took that quiz online, who took the poll from our post. Elzion Investigative Organization, COA, an investigative organization that reports directly to the administrator in Elzion. It consists of an elite team of investigators who hold even more investigative authority than the EGPD. They handle everything from common petty crimes to large-scale felonies. The organization consists mostly of staff with investigative authority, and divisions are organized based on members' various specialties. How are we feeling? Did we do well? Why don't we move right along? I saw that there were quite a few comments during the trailer about the new locations. Let's take a closer look at some of these locations. On the dark side of dawn, Breaktown, a mysterious town under Elzion that has seen better days. The lack of electricity leaves the area poorly lit, and it seems to also be sorely lacking in public services. Three out of 4. A couple people got 3 out of 4. Welcome to Breaktown. Bit of a dimly lit area here. Then we have this even more dimly lit area, this unnamed area. An unexplored area under Elzion that is shrouded in mystery. They say drones of unknown origin can be seen roaming the ruins. Ooh. So look forward to exploring that. We have another video in which you'll see some of these, a little bit of this, more of this, but right now, I want to talk to you about another feature that I think some of you picked up on during the video. Is a story feature called Investigations. New to little gameplay feature in which an investigative adventure that begins, under specific circumstances. You'll be able to check out specific locations on the map and question possible witnesses to gather clues. Using Cosmos's Time Piercer feature, you can compare footage of the past to the present to aid in your investigation. So we'll see a little bit more about this in just a second. Now, there are also investigations during which you may switch between characters. These are called joint investigations. Each character will have different reactions and may also provide you with different clues. I think we had a question in the chat about, what's the difference between this kind of, what is an ensemble, essentially, but the difference between that and others. The ensembles are form a story within the game that focuses on a group of characters. I hope that answers your question. Hence the name Ensemble, right? So, get ready, fellow detectives, fellow gumshoes. I'm gonna show you a little bit more about the investigation feature. Just give me a second here to bring it up, and I'll kind of walk you through. The video I have here is in Japanese. The text is all in Japanese, so I'll kind of walk through what we're looking at as we are looking at it. So, right now, it appears that Linaria is looking for a key. So she can't find any clues, so she switches to Denny. Who also can't find any clues. You can look at the list of characters here. Those were the 3 characters that are investigating. There's this description of the character, like there. That was Seti's description of his specialties. His specialties include environmental analysis and obtaining objects that are in hard to reach places. So somebody who might have been fit for finding a key in in that situation. And as you saw at the end, they switched to SETI. You'll have to just play the investigation yourself, the investigations yourself to find out what happens. I am looking forward to that. I see a lot of comments about the voices, which is pretty cool. Now, I would bring our background music back. However, the next thing I want to talk about is some new music that we're going to get to experience in this ensemble. So why don't we get right into that? This first song that we'll hear in the new ensemble is called District 7, composed and arranged by Takeshi Yamagami. Enjoy. So you can definitely hear like there's a noir feeling to it, very much a detective feeling to it, but also has that future synthetic kind of vibe at the same time. Once again, this is District 7, composed and arranged by Takeshi Yamagami. I'll let this fade out. Next is something a little bit more intense, I guess, a little bit more high tension. Compulsory Command, composed and arranged by Shigeki Hayashi. Enjoy. Yeah, so this one obviously a little bit more upbeat. This feels a little bit more like the climax of the movie, of the detective movie that we're watching. I'll let this one go just a little longer. So once again, that is Compulsory Command, arranged and composed by Shigeki Hayashi. Thoughts? What are your initial reactions to the soundtrack? Those are the two that I have for you, I believe. Yeah, those are the two that I have for you today. Let me go ahead and let this fade out. And bring our standard background music back. I do have a comment here. Creator comment from planning scenario writer Tsumu, who says, "Thank you very much for playing another Eden. I had a lot of fun writing for a story that's centered on the COA. I hope you enjoy seeing familiar faces like Renri Seti, and the Administrator, as well as the team-up of Aldo and newbie investigator Linaria. The investigators enter the underbelly of Elzion in search of answers regarding a major incident. It's the longest day in COA history. We can't wait for you to see what's in store. So, you should know, for anybody who's going through, in order to play this ensemble, you will need to clear the episode, The Closed Off Open World, and the Azure Revel. So if there is anybody out there who has not yet cleared this episode, now would be a good time to do that. Then there is a bonus for clearing the ensemble. If you clear the ensemble where light does not fall, you'll get promissory note B, which can be exchanged for 1 treatise or codex and 2 weapons. Note that this is applicable to treatises or codexes available at the time of the version 3.12.0 update. The promissory note B may be used in the space-time rift. Finally, in addition, the painting trial, Glow and Gloom, will be added to Holmes' Lost Atelier. After clearing ensemble, where light does not fall, I am gonna get that right one of these days. Where light does not fall, 2 painting trials will be added to another dungeon, Holmes' Lost Atelier. Defeat as many enemies as you can during the time limit for a high score, and get weapon upgrades, materials, and grostas. So here we are. This is the moment where we reveal, when does this all happen? It is always the biggest question on everybody's mind. And so without further ado, I shall reveal to you the release date. Ensemble Where Light Does Not Fall will release with the version 3.12.0 update on June 5th. That is just 2 days from now. I believe two days from now. Obviously, this depends on your time zone, but we usually speak in terms of UTC here. Speaking of version 3.12, let's talk a little bit more about this update, including getting to know the new character a little bit better. Please enjoy this introduction to our new friend, Linaria.
I'm more of a support main. Let's go! There! Cosmos support mode! Cosmos Blaze mode. Winner's Finals Protocol engage. Aye! Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
Some of you picked up on the fact that this introduces a new zone. Please don't get ahead of me here. I will get to that in just a moment. For the time being, this way. What do you think of our new ally, Linaria? She's just like me, for real, for real. I can see we're all eager to discuss the zone deployment. I will get there, I promise you. In the meantime, before we get to Baki's battle tips, we do have a comment from designer Yuko Sato, who says, I was given the prompt of a girl who's a little lazy, a little rough around the edges, but who can succeed if she tries. You would only just, commit yourself. While she is an adult, there is a certain childishness to her, so I gave her a uniform that's too big for her, thick socks, a cutesy backpack, and outerwear that has school gym wear elements. It's a COA uniform that doesn't look dignified at all, the total opposite of what her mentors wear. The strange device floating next to her is supposed to look like a megaphone that keeps her in line when necessary, but still comforts her when she needs it. I hear it has some secrets of its own. All right, let's break things down. As a lot of you picked up on, there is a new zone here. Double Strike Stance, Piercing Slash, which you can use for new strategies. Authorization preemptively increases all allies' power and speed by 100% and grants overcritical and critical guard. Safe Space deploys Double Strike Stance, Piercing Slash, and grants all allies with physical resistance plus, status immunity, and cyclone wind immunity. Her Stellar skill works differently in Stellar Burst. When normal, all allies are granted HP MP regen while Safe Space is executed, and in Stellar Burst, Double Strike Stance Piercing Slash is deployed, and after all allies' critical damage is increased by 100%, she fires off an all enemy fire slash attack times 10 at strength times 40. Now what does Baki advise? It is time to learn about the stack Deft Strike. Deft Strike's effects. Based on the number of stacks, power plus 4 and critical rate plus 10%. Max 30 stacks, power plus 120, critical rate plus 300%. Recommended stacking strategy. Acquire additional ability after Stellar Awakening when Double Strike Stance Piercing Slash is deployed. If allies have used both Slash and Piercing attacks, stack 10 Deft Strikes on all allies at turn end. So, some example party formations, and these recommendations are based on character stats in their Stellar Awakened state, if they can be Stellar Awakened. A fire party, Seti NS, Minalka AS, Tsukiha NS, or slash piercing party, Seti NS, Sesta AS, and Alma AS. Fun fact: Linaria's normal Stellar skill is called Automation, while in Stellar Burst, its name changes to Final Protocol. So gamer. Thoughts on this support unit? As she's so self-identifies. In addition, along in this update, we will get a new Stellar Awakening. And I have a video to show you to reveal the Stellar Awakening. Enjoy.
Retro, clock, emergency formation Delta.
Hands in the air. You're busted.
That's right. SETI in version 3.1 2.0 is getting his Stellar Awakening. And then in a later update, as you can see right here, in version 3.12.10, Renri will also get her Stellar Awakening. Let's talk about the encounters, shall we? First, we have our new character, Linaria. Fateful Encounter, Linaria appears at a rate of 10% on the 10th encounter. As a pickup bonus, she appears Stellar Awakened. And the star trails here are detective star trails. The next Fateful Encounter is an ally re-encounter agent star chart. On the 10th encounter, the following characters appear at a rate of 10% each. Rufus AS, Iska AS, Melissa, plus, as a bonus, get 1 agent star chart and 1 ticket to encounter a 5-star setting. Then we have 3 times max Fateful Encounter, Seasoned Warriors, Fire. On the 10th encounter, the following characters appear at a 10% encounter rate each. Parisa AS, Lovely AS, Manalka, Noble Blossom Tsukiha, and Jet Tactician Shion. All still so far are detective star trails. Next is a Fateful Encounter Stellar Shine Undercover Scribe, Alma AS. You can encounter Stellar Awakened, Undercover Scribe Renri, or Alma AS at a 5% encounter rate each on the 10th encounter. If the ally has already been Stellar Awakened, they'll receive an additional 10 Shadow or Light points. Next, Stellar Shine Shigure ES Booming Blade. You can encounter Stellar Awakened, Shigure AS or Booming Blade Akane at a 5% encounter rate each on the 10th encounter. If the ally has already been, Stellar Shine Shigure ES. If the ally has already been Stellar Awakened, that character will receive an additional 10 Shadow or Light points. And then finally, a brief encounter, 1 time per day, a 4-star or higher class ally guaranteed. You can encounter a 5-star class ally from the Gallery of Dreams up to version 3.11.10 at a 10% rate. And now let's talk about some campaigns. First, we have achievement rewards for starting the ensemble Where Light Does Not Fall, increased to 100 Chronostones, plus we will be restarting the increased achievement rewards for past ensembles. So just as a reminder, some of the past ensembles are Commander and Sheep, Scythe of Rebirth and the Crimson Flower, and Heroes of Bygone Days and the Engraved Oath. So that about does it for version 3.12.0. Now let's look slightly farther into the future at the version 3.12.10 update. And I have, for this, actually a new character. Well, not a new character, but a new style that I would like to reveal. A new ally style, and that is for Cyan Scyther. Borrowing courage from an old friend, the former soldier learns to bid farewell. Cyan Scyther is another style. Will be added in version 3.12.10. I think there's a little bit of a delay between my broadcast and this chat, but I believe I should see it move any second now. Here we go. Now I can time what my delay is here. Yeah, thoughts on the outfit here, because I do have a creator comment who specifically about the outfit. This is from designer Yamazaki, who says, I enjoyed working on the theme of the calm and collected Cyan Scyther getting ready for a date. I wanted to add some frills to that any battle girl would love and that make the outfit pop on the battlefield. It was difficult to find the perfect balance of cute, but not too cutesy. I went through several iterations. One was too plain, another too much like a pop star, and I settled on this refreshing design. I think it's fitting for Cyan Scyther stepping out into the future. What are your thoughts? We also have some quality of life improvements coming your way. Specifically, the in-game notice is getting a look. We are always telling you every live stream and every news update, check the in-game notice for details. Well, we're going to make that experience hopefully a little bit more pleasant with this new look. The in-game notice screen is getting an improved look for better readability. Topics will be divided into smaller segments, and tapping on each one will take you to the information that you need. Obviously, this is this screenshot is from the Japanese version. Build under development. This will be coming in version 3.12.10, the future update. So to summarize, version 3.12.0, which releases on June 5th, the Ensemble Where Light Does Not Fall will release. During the campaign period, achievement rewards for starting the Ensemble Where Light Does Not Fall is increased to 100 Chronos Stones. We're meeting a new character, Linaria. Seti will receive a Stellar Awakening. And here's some new news. Character-specific weapons for Muris Lapin and Seti's agent are added to Manifestation, Weapon Tempering. Two dungeons are also added, Holmes' Lost Atelier and After Clearing, Where Light Does Not Fall. Then, also slightly new news, giving you a little bit of an idea of the release date here. In version 3.12.10 will release a little later this month. Late June, Cyan Scyther's Another Style will be released. Renri's Normal Style Inspector will receive a Stellar Awakening. The in-game notices will get a bit of a makeover, and character-specific weapon for Renri Inspector will be added to the Manifestation, Weapon Tempering. Losers become winners says no Renri. Well, yes Renri, just a little later. Now I have a quick note. We've been doing this for a little while, and the game's been out for a little while. Does anybody know off the top of their heads how long it has been since the game was released? Now we're thinking back actually to the original Japan release, not the global release. No spoilers if you're looking for this information. A note. The note is coming. I just something to note, not like an actual written note. Like I want you to note something. A quick little a little bit of an information for you. 8 years. How about in days? Can we do it in days? I'll tell you exactly. Today is let's see. It is the 3rd of June right now here in Japan. Today marks 2,975 days since Another Eden's Japan release, which means later this month we will be passing the 3,000 day mark. 3,000 days. So we're going to celebrate with our Day 3000 celebration campaign. Get up to 3,000 Chrono Stones for this campaign. First, today's item is increased to 100. And then On June 28th, which is day 3000, today's item is increased for 1 day only to 500 chronostones. Campaign period for this will be from June 4, which is tomorrow, June 4 at 3 p.m. UTC to June 30, or roughly 3 p.m. UTC. In addition, Treasure Chest will give out 2 green keys and 2 red keys every day in the Space-Time Rift. The campaign period for this will be from June 5th at 3 p.m. to June 18th around 3 p.m. Just please make sure that you update to version 3.12.0. And more campaigns will be coming soon. In addition, this is pretty cool. I have to say I like this next thing. As part of our Day 3000 campaign, 30 lucky winners from Global and Japan will win a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle of 3,000 Leica and friends. The event period for this is June 5th to June 30. Please stay tuned to our social media, our X, Twitter, Facebook pages for details on this. I gotta say, this thing looks impossible. I'm not sure if this is a prize or a curse that we're awarding somebody, potentially. But I want one, either way. And more Day 3000 campaigns will be coming soon. Again, please stay tuned to our social media for all those. Speaking of staying tuned to our social media, if you haven't already, if you're here, you've made it all the way to the end of this live stream, please go ahead, like this video, subscribe to our channel. It helps us to grow this community a great deal. We do appreciate it. Leave us a comment in the comment section after this video for what you think that the chat should be called. What do you think the name for you all should be? I heard a number of good ones there. But yeah, that will do it for this edition of Another Eden Live. Thank you all so much again for coming, for hanging out. I hope you are as excited as I am for all the upcoming content and campaigns and new character. I look forward to seeing you next time on episode 50 of Another Eden Live. Until then, please be kind to each other. Take care. Bye-bye.